Good morning, friends. Happy Tuesday to everybody. How are you all doing this morning? I fell asleep after my dinner, nasty habit, and woke up about a half an hour ago, or an hour ago, I guess now. And so this is me, Rise and Joy. So I thought I would pop on. Why the heck not? Why the heck not? So how's everybody doing? Happy Tuesday to everyone. Getting my cards out. Hi Donna. It's 5:30 a.m. here too. And I have no idea why I'm awake, to be perfectly honest. But there you have it, friends. And so I thought, hey, why not? Let's hang out together, shall we? So how's everybody doing? Thank you, by the way, for all the kind and thoughtful well wishes on my wedding anniversary. That was very sweet. Appreciate everybody. Thank you. My husband is sicker than a dog. He does not have COVID, thank God. But he has a really, really nasty cold. And so I've just been kind of staying away from him. So my eyes are watering. Sorry, friends. Good morning, Eliza. Happy Tuesday. Hi, Donna. Hi, MJ. Hi, Sunflower. Angela. How are you, my dear? G. Covington, Joan B. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out with me this morning. I hope he gets well, too. Thank you kindly, Eliza. I appreciate you. I'm just pulling out some cards here. Spent the day getting 2 insurance claims done. Nice, Donna. Nice. I appreciate that for you. I know that that's been something that you've been dealing with and working on. I'm just pulling out some cards here, friends. So, what is going on, everybody? Everybody have a good weekend? Sure, I can do that for you, Eliza. Just let me get myself sorted out here first. While I've got you guys here, so coming up this week on Dozen Cats, on Wednesday today at 2 p.m. Eastern, I'll be on with Nancy Jean, and we'll be discussing some feng shui things, which sounds very interesting. I know nothing about it, so I'm looking forward to that. And then on Wednesday at 9 p.m. Here on Dozen Cats for Achieving Wellness, we're talking about negative thinking and, how to curb that, how to stop it, how to inject more positivity into our thoughts, all that good stuff. A little tired after 9 candles, I get you, Angela. I hope everybody is doing well. The weather has been absolutely brutal everywhere. Puerto Rico, and then it moved up the coast and went to Canada and absolutely brutalized our maritime provinces. And now it is headed for Florida, I believe. Not great, obviously, not great. So we wish everyone well and send them our prayers. If anyone wants a card, let me know. Pop it in the chat, please, while I get myself organized over here, if that's even possible at this point. One more. All right, now I have too many cards. I have too many cards. Too many cards. Put that over there like that. Okay. Absolutely, MJ. So what else is going on this week? Oh, and then on Thursday. Yes, on Thursday. It's a really busy week, you guys. Actually, you know what? So on Thursday we have Ivana Intuitive joining me. We're going to do some month ahead readings. So what's coming up in October for everyone. And then on Friday, it's our last fire pit day, our last Friday at the fire pit. So hope everyone can join for that. And then on Saturday, it's the Vibe Tribe at 11 a.m. Eastern. So lots of exciting things. Then Lady Soul is here on Sunday. My goodness, I'm tired just talking about it. Lots of good things going on. I'm trying to find another spot here. Okay, so far I've got Eliza and I've got MJ. Anybody else want a card? Let me know. You don't have to say so right now. You can tell me as I go. Sunflower. I spent a great day with friends. We went to a very old homestead with beautiful gardens. We had freshly made scones and strawberry jam and cream. Awesome. That sounds fabulous. Sounds like a lot of fun, Sunflower. Engla says we get also info of big storms like Fiona and Ian. Did you you didn't get any of that bad weather, did you, Engla? All right. Let's start the day off. Let's start the day off. Let me just pull a card for the day. Well, that's good. I'm glad you didn't. I'm going to use my Secret Traveler deck. Okay, so please don't forget to hit the thumbs up on your way in or on your way out. I appreciate the support. I am 50 subscribers away from reaching 500, which once I get to 500, I get a community tab, which is very exciting. And so please feel free to share with a friend. All right. I'm just pulling one card for the collective here. Look at that. It says, wise leader, we are a beacon for others. Isn't that beautiful? So, shining our light, being a voice of information, of guidance for others that may be lost or in need of some support or some compassion or some empathy, which I think is wonderful. What a great way to start off. Engel says we have much smaller storms. Sunflower says I'm 70 and I'm the baby. These little girls lead me astray. Well, as long as you had a good time, that's all that matters, my friend. All right, let's get Eliza a card, some guidance. Eliza, I'm not sure why. Oh, bear with me, my friend. Oh, don't fall off. Okay. I want to use my own little oracle deck that I made. I'll throw some tarot cards too, but I wanna start here with this. For you. All right, now I'll throw my tarot cards and let's see if I match up. Like I said, anyone wants a card, throw it in the chat. Talk amongst yourselves. Whatever you want to do is fine with me. Oh, I see. Okay, Angela. That's interesting. All right. What does Eliza need to know? What is the advice from Spirit? Advice from Spirit for Eliza. Eliza, so we have the Five of Earth on the bottom of the deck. Are you feeling worried about something, love? I mean, you don't have to tell me, but... okay, so this is what I got for you. We start out with the Nine of Water, or the Nine of Cups. This is in the past. This is the influencing energy from the past. This is the wish fulfillment card, right? All of your manifested wishes coming true. So a particular level of happiness and contentment within our life, right? Then we move away from that and we've got the Page of Earth. This is someone who has a thirst for information and wants to always, be like learning things, reading new books, taking courses. Information is knowledge, right? And you like to have that knowledge at hand all the time. I don't know why my internet signal is going in and out, you guys. It doesn't ever do that, so I apologize if I seem a little bit wonky. Just hang in there with me. We have the Queen of Earth. I'm not sure if you're an earth sign or not, but the Queen of Earth is, someone who is well thought of. She's a hardworking parent. She's, the person who does everything for everyone. She's well thought of in her community. She's oftentimes a natural born healer. She's capable, she's gracious, and she's practical. And that's your challenge, which is interesting to me. And then the outcome card is the Two of Earth, or the Two of Pentacles. So finding your balance. So it feels very much to me like everything was going along just fine. You were really, really happy with life or your spot where you were at that moment. And then all of a sudden, it's like some information came to you. And now you're struggling to find your Queen of Earth. You're struggling to stay in that, I can do anything and everything all at the same time kind of energy. Which is why you're feeling slightly off balance or in need of regaining your balance. The worry on the bottom of the deck, just so you know, what I got in my own cards is this. So the first card I got is therapy. Second card I got is medication. That's support, clarity, building a solid foundation. Therapy doesn't mean a therapist per se. It's, a support person, someone to talk to, having a friend, right? Someone that understands, someone that's going to listen to you. We've got release, which is letting go, rehabilitating your heart, forgiveness, being open to more joy. We've got romantic, which is soulmates, intimacy, building a future, commitment. And I did see your thing here about missing your ex a lot. So I'm sort of feeling that. I've also got wearing your heart on your sleeve. So. Do you have a coworker that you're interested in? Because I also got the coworker card. Earth is your earth energy. So sometimes it's about your job. Sometimes it's about people in your family. Sometimes it's about like your family relationships. Just as a, I don't know if there's someone that you're interested there in, or someone that you're interested at work in. But I thought I would put it out there. The last card that I got for you is celebration. Okay. Love, laughter, hope, abundance, and unity. You need to bring more of this into your life. You need to find that 9 of Cups, right? I understand that having your heart, broken does not feel great and wouldn't wish it upon anyone. However, having said that, you have so much to be grateful for. Try as hard as you might not to lose focus of all the blessings that you do have in your life, and allow yourself the freedom to be able to express that, right? If you lift your vibration by releasing whatever's holding on to you, you will invite joy into your life. And when you're happy, you're going to invite other things into your life, other people into your life, right? So really the key to the next step is for you to get back that balance again. And how do you do that? By lifting your vibrations. Start with gratitude. And I know it sounds, kind of silly, but it is honestly the truth. That's my best advice. I'm gonna pull one more card for you, love. All right. Well, that's good, Eliza, because a lot of people don't do that about the being alone and wanting to heal a seed. Now that means that you understand yourself, and that is wonderful, because a lot of people run. You know what I mean? They go from one thing to another because they're trying to heal the pain of a broken heart. So that's wonderful that you know that about yourself. That's fantastic. And just so you know, I've been divorced. I understand. It's hard. Wow, this is beautiful. So we have, look at this gorgeous, gorgeous card. We have the love of your dragon reaches out to you. The realm of your truth is opening up. So this healing process that you are going through, this time that you're allowing yourself to, put things where they need to be put, and, sort out your feelings, your emotions, your thoughts. You are literally in the process of opening yourself up and standing in your truth, right? Recognizing what you want, saying what you want out loud, right? Being heard, being seen, being, really recognized, which is just beautiful. That's so wonderful. I love that. Like the first card that we got was, what was that card? Shine your light, right? Beautiful. That's wonderful for Eliza. I love that. All right, Miss MJ. Exactly. Just going with it, trying to be strong, loving myself. You know what? That's all we can do. You're very welcome. I appreciate you asking the question. I appreciate you letting me read for you. All right, Miss MJ 420. Let's see what's going on with you. All right, MJ 420. kind to yourself, Eliza, is the first step, my dear. And sounds like you're doing a wonderful job of that. So you just keep on doing what you're doing, and you're getting through it, and I love it. And I can't wait for you to come back and tell me, you know, that you're feeling great, feeling better. And just so you know, like we just went through that full moon in Libra, right? And what is Libra? What is Libra? It's the scales. It's sort of establishing your balance, right? Restoring your equilibrium. Libras are very compassionate people, and so the energy is around you to want to love yourself and love other people, which is, it's funny because I keep pulling that same wearing your heart on your sleeve card, so it's just interesting to me. All right, MJ 420, MJ 420, MJ 420. Wow. Getting the same cards out. All right, MJ, here we go. We've got the 9 of air on the bottom of the deck. Negativity, worry, sleeplessness. Is something keeping you up? Something got you stressed or worried about something? I can see it in the cards, so I'm not sure if I'm right or not, obviously. Okay. So it's interesting to me because I got the same 2 cards that came out for Eliza for you as well. So 9 of water, again, wish fulfillment card. That's in the distant past. Also, the 2 of earth came out. Also in the distant past, sort of. So the story is really interesting here. So it's like everything was going great. Everything was wonderful for you. In terms of, you were just going about your business, right? Something threw you off balance. And I don't know if it was a decision that you had to make or you felt like you were at some sort of a crossroads. Maybe you were trying to avoid making a decision or trying to avoid like moving forward in some way. There was confusion, and that confusion then caused the 10 of air. Okay, that makes sense then, right? This is, in the traditional Rider-Waite, this card is, the person laying on the ground with all of the swords in their back. This is a level of stress that is, really like unbearable, right? Where you just literally want to curl up in a ball. The good thing about that card, though, is that it's also an opportunity, because it's the end of a cycle. It's also an opportunity if you're able to shift it, meaning release it and get your freedom back from that said stress, right? We have next to that, which is just lovely, the 9 of earth. Okay. The 9 of earth is the contentment that we all want in our life. We reach a certain point where we're just really happy with what we have. We feel strong, we feel independent, we feel content, and we're just enjoying our day. Like, think of the best Saturday ever, where you're just sitting around, right? You haven't got a care in the world. There's nothing to do. It's just, You got nothing but time on your hands to do all your favorite things. It's kind of that kind of card. Next to that, and these are your challenges, right? These two cards. So the Nine of Earth and the Queen of Air. This is standing up tall, standing up for yourself, standing in your truth, being very sort of strategic and sort of thoughtful in your decision-making skills, right? Often in the traditional Rider-Waite, she sits on a little perch and she's sort of surveying out around the land. I often say that she's like a truth seeker, like she's literally looking for the truth, right? The outcome card is the Ten of Water. This is the happy family card, happy home card. This is family, love, blessings, which is beautiful. And so now you've said medical. And so I don't know what the results of your medical thing are, or if you have any results, but it looks like you find your way. It looks like you find your Nine of Earth and your Ten of Water, right? It looks like you find your contentment and your support and your love that you were seeking at this time, which is lovely. I mean, who doesn't want that, right? Let's see what else I can get here for you. This Ten of Air, this, the endings, the recovery, and the freedom. This is how you're going to be able to shift this. Not the medical stuff, but the thinking behind the medical stuff. I just want to share a personal story so that I can hopefully articulate what I'm trying to say better. My mother had lung cancer, and she went through invasive treatment for about 7 weeks. And then she was part of a clinical trial for over a year. And at one point, she had gone to the Cancer Institute where she was going for her treatments and her trial. And she showed up with her husband. They thought my mother was his volunteer. The person that brings them to the hospital for his treatment. They thought he was the patient and she was the volunteer. My mother was all about positive mindset, positive thinking, trying to make the worst out of, or the best out of a bad situation, that kind of idea. And so I'm sort of feeling that for you in terms of this Ten of Air, right? If you can try to release this, you may experience some freedom from holding on to it, if that makes sense. And of course, I understand, easy for me to say, I'm not sitting in your spot. The last card that I've got is reaching your destination. Your light is shining brightly. What a beautiful card. So reaching your destination, your light is shining brightly. That's, the Ten of Water. That's you standing in all of your glory and all of your power, standing in your truth. This is your Nine of Earth, which is your contentment. So I hope that helps, and I hope that makes sense. Good morning, JR. I couldn't sleep, my friend. Here I am. I hope that helps, MJ420. And of course, we send you our love and our prayers. We hope that everything's okay with you. Good morning, Marcia. How are you? Happy Tuesday, everybody. Aww. Well, you see, like that in itself, in some way, could potentially be an opportunity for you to start to release the, the not knowing, what is this, right? Sometimes when you know something, then you're able to deal with it a little bit better, if that makes sense. The train came rolling through. I'm doing good. Thank you, Marsha. I hope everyone's doing well. Let me know if you want a card. I'm here, friends. I'm here. We're just chilling out. So, in all honesty, I fell asleep after dinner. So my husband's really sick. It was our wedding anniversary, 18 years. Woohoo! And on Sunday. And so I took Sunday and Monday off to celebrate the anniversary and spend some time with him. Well, not spend some time with them, spend some time together. And as it turns out, he came home with a really, really, really nasty cold. It is not COVID, thank goodness. And so anyways, I've been in the germ-free zone, so I've been hiding in my office for like 2 days. So I was like, I need to jump on. I'm going to go cray-cray. So last night after my dinner, I fell asleep. And then I woke up at like 4 o'clock in the morning. I was like, I'm wide awake like it was 7. And I thought, hey, you know what? I'm going to pop on and say hi to my friends. I got you, JR. MJ, that's beautiful. Okay. I want to know why you're finding the feathers. I'm going to ask that question. I'm going to start and ask. See, that's someone letting you know that you're okay, that they've got your back, that they're watching over you. I'm having a cigarette. Sorry, friends. Thank you for the anniversary wishes. Appreciate you. Very kind. All right. Let's do some cards for JR. I want to know about those feathers, MJ. All right. JR. What is going on with JR? Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, you guys. Appreciate it. I'm trying to get myself above 500 subscribers so I can get the all-important community tab. So if you know any friends, share. Of course, if you would like a private reading, I do it by donation. So that means whatever you can afford. I'm just putting it out there. All right. JR. Wow. They want to talk to you, JR. JR, my friend. Okay. We start out with the 3 of Swords. This is heartbreak. This is sorrow. Disappointment, but it's also an opportunity to recognize and to start a healing process. That energy is coming in from the past. Next up, we have the Wheel of Fortune. This is change and progress. Sometimes luck. Although in this particular case, I don't know that it's luck. I think it's just things shifting, right? Morning, Janet. Next up, we have the 5 of Swords. More conflict. But the conflict has come from the heartbreak. The conflict is now, not necessarily felt in the heart, but now it's moved up to thoughts, right? Feelings and emotions and trying to process those. which I fully understand. And I feel like that's where you are right now. Next to that, we have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is making plans. It's going after your dreams, having visions of where you want to be, where you want to go, how you want to get there, if that makes sense. That's your challenge right now. The challenge that you're facing is, and I don't want to be blunt in terms of being rude, but I literally feel like this is what I'm supposed to say. If you could just get out of your own way. If you could just see what is in front of you, because the future is yours to make it whatever you need it to be. Right? But if your hamster wheel is spinning around dealing with an issue, thoughts and feelings that you can't quite shift or sort out, you're not going to be able to see what is right in front of you, if that makes sense. The potential outcome card is the Four of Cups. Four of Cups is feeling bored, stuck, just like whatever. I'm so over it. Like I don't like, yeah, blah, blah, you know. It's like, you know, blah 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 blah. But that's how you feel. And so the reason that that's your outcome card is because of this. If you could grab a hold of what's in front of you and move towards your future, then that's not going to be your outcome. But if you don't, then this could be your outcome. Okay? On the bottom of the deck, we've got the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups is either thinking about the past, it's someone from the past. Sometimes it's thinking of, you know, if I only knew then what I know now, that type of thing. In terms of like thinking of your future self or your younger self, right? How could I have done things differently? So, I'll pull some more cards for you, Darren. Now you know that I suffer from the same thing in terms of the negative self-talk and all that stuff. And by the way, tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern, I'm doing a thing on achieving wellness on negative talk. So if you can catch it live, great, or on replay, it may be helpful to you. But I want to say this to you, okay? I don't know your situation. I can only speak from personal experience and as well as I think I know you. You know, in terms of, you know, how long we've known each other in the chat here. You've got to give yourself a break, my friend. You've got to give yourself a break. You're a human being. You're a good person. You have a kind heart. You're always, you know, saying hello and offering support and understanding to people here in the chat. This thought process that you've developed is clearly not serving you or your highest good, and I implore you to try to shift it to the best of your ability. It's at 9 p.m. Eastern, Jared. And so, okay, great. That's easy for you to say, Kelly. How do you do it? Well, it's easy for me to say because I've literally done it and I still have to do it. Right? Once you do that to yourself, it never really goes away. It is always just an, outside of the box, standing there just waiting for you to mess up so it can pop back in. You have to work at it to get rid of the negative self-talk. But the first step is to believe in yourself. You know, think about all the things that you've done. Think about all the things that you've accomplished. Think about the good things that you have done in your life. You know, when people tell you that you're kind or that you're nice or, you know, you're funny or you're smart or whatever, You know, they liked your outfit. You decorate your home nice. You keep your car clean. Whatever. All of those things are things that other people see in you that you're not allowing yourself to see in yourself. And what is important at this moment for you, I think, is for you to start to look at yourself the way that others see you. Right? You have to see what we see and why we love what we see. Does that make sense? Okay, you've got the throat chakra. The throat chakra is communication. It's your truth. It's speaking your truth. It's being heard. It's being acknowledged. It's a feeling of belonging. It's hearing and listening. So being heard, being listened to, you learning to listen to what's being said instead of hearing only what you want, right? And to do that, to open up your throat chakra, there's a couple of things that you can do. So the first thing that you can do for your throat chakra is to turn on the music. When you're driving in the car, you're at home, whatever the case may be, and sing your living brains out. Just sing. Just sing your brains out. I know it sounds crazy, but it is the truth. It will open your throat chakra and it will allow you to speak your truth. And it's a great way to get that whole thing working, right? Part of the reason why people that have any kind of like anxiety or suffer from like negative self-talk or whatever oftentimes don't speak their truth is because they'll say something and then they'll beat themselves up for saying it afterwards, right? That's where the whole, you know, I know what I'm doing, I know who I am comes into play. I want to find a card here for a sec. Bear with me, friends. For JR. So, lapis lazuli is a good stone for that. I do it too. Well, I don't do it as much anymore, but yes. Also, turquoise, another good crystal that you can use. And all you need to do, JR, is get the crystal, you put it in your hand, and you just rub it like so. Just rub it like that. Keep it in your hand, right? Whenever you're feeling like you can't say what you want to say. And the reason that you don't speak your truth is because you've been put down, pushed away, quieted, told that you don't matter, or you feel that you don't matter. And that's why you don't speak your truth. What the heck does that say? Honestly, the writing on these cards, look at these cards, they're beautiful. But down here, where my pinky is where the writing is of the stone, and it's so hard to see on the dark colored cards. Oh, sodalite, JR, is another one. Sodalite will help. So sodalite, lapis lazuli, and turquoise. And what is this? Yeah. So those are a couple of stones that you can try that will help. You know, because all of that communication comes from here. And here's the point. I mean, I want you to think about it this way, right? If you've got all these feelings that you're carrying around in your heart, and they start to come up towards your throat, they need to be talked about, whether you want to yell it, whether you want to say it, whether you want to be heard, or whether you just want to like release it. If you can't let go of it, what happens? It's going to stay there. And if it stays there, this is going to keep spinning around. The only way to stop this from spinning is to be able to speak out. Get that, whatever you're holding on to, out of you. Now, last thing I'm going to say to you is this. When I first started my channel, I did a forgiveness ceremony. Because that was my problem. I was literally trapped inside my own pain. And I did a forgiveness ceremony, and I literally just watched it yesterday. And you know what? I actually thought, as I sat there and cried watching it, I need to do another one. But this one isn't so much a forgiveness ceremony as much as it is a release. I need to forgive myself because I still beat myself up for allowing myself to be so, whatever word I want to put on it. And so I was actually thinking of doing another one. And now that you're here and you've asked this question and you're saying some of these things, I really think that I'm going to do one. Because I need it, and apparently other people need it too. And a release ceremony is allowing yourself to set intentions for yourself, to forgive yourself for not, living up to these crazy expectations that we have of ourselves. You're not a bad person. You're a good person. You've got a kind heart, like I said before, right? You're loving, you're compassionate, you're supportive. Think about that whenever those negative thoughts come into your mind. It's a good way to counterbalance it, right? I send you many blessings, JR. You think so, Marsha? Thank you. I like I said, I did it last year. It was one of, I don't know, it was like the 5th or 6th episode that I ever did on my channel. And can you believe it's almost a year, friends? November the 7th will be a year that I've had my channel. And I was out in the backyard in the dark, crying my eyes out with a whole bunch of people watching me. And it was an amazing experience. And so I was actually thinking that I would do it again. So maybe I'll do that. Thank you, JR. And you're welcome, of course. All right, Miss Marcia Green. Anybody wants a card, let me know, please. Any minute now, Mark's alarms are going to start going off. Woohoo! Wakey, wakey, shaky, shaky. All right, Marcia Green. What is going on for Miss Marcia Green? And I appreciate that everyone's being so supportive in the chat. That's lovely. Good morning, Cosmic Blue. Or good evening. It's morning here. All right, Marsha. It's 6:20 a.m. here. $8.20. Beautiful. Marsha, we start out with the Queen of Air. I'm not sure if you're an air sign or not, but we start out with the Queen of Air, like I said before when we had this come out. This is a great communicator, a wise leader, someone who is really able to understand who they are, and they know who they are, and they stand in their power, which is lovely, right? That's your energy from the past that's coming in. We have the Seven of Fire next. You're a water sign, okay? So bear with me, but that's good to know. Seven of Fire. This is a challenge. It's feeling challenged. It's a hard energy to explain, but it's feeling challenged. It's also feeling quite determined and a little bit resistant. You know when someone says something to you and you react a particular way, and then you're, a couple of minutes later or a couple hours later, you're like, I have no idea why I reacted that way because that was unusual for me. It's kind of like that kind of energy. This is interesting because you said earlier about the train going through. We've got the Chariot, right? The Chariot's about your willpower. It's about speed. It can be about traveling. It's about victory, and it's about, sort of going where you need to go. It's trying to blend things together, right? You can see in the picture you've got the two different color horses, and so literally trying to get these horses to work together instead of against each other to get the chariot to go where it needs to go, right? That's your challenge. So your challenge is to have the willpower to be able to be successful, to be acknowledged for that success. And the way that you can do that, just as a hint, is by trying to blend the energies. Blending energies means to have duality, right? It's balance, it's equilibrium, it's harmony, right? So think of like 1 foot on land and 1 foot in the water. That's how you blend energies. Does that make sense? Absolutely, Donna, no problem. The outcome card I have is the Four of Fire. This is celebration. It's your community. It's contentment. It's, a wedding. It's celebrating a milestone. So maybe there's a big birthday coming up. Maybe there's a wedding anniversary or something like that. But it's the idea of the joy, right? Because of this recognition. So if you're able to successfully blend these energies and regain that equilibrium, then you have this wonderful outcome of this joy and celebration, right? This is also a card of community, in terms of being surrounded by like-minded people that lift you up, right? On the bottom of the deck, I have the Star card, which is inspiration and fulfillment. It's faith. It's hope. This card is all about hope. So right now you're feeling quite hopeful. I don't know if you're thinking about moving or not, but you could be going on a trip, or you may be thinking of relocating. I want to pull one more little card for you here. Hi, Fox with a book. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Good to see everyone. I decided to pop on live because, hey, why not? Thanks, everyone, for being here. Being here. There you go. Thank you, Marsha, for letting me know. I appreciate the validation, because you never know. Okay, your cards want to come out. They're all over the place, yeah. Just for fun. Hey, Janet Jackson had a baby at 51, so. There you go, Marcia. See the bigger picture. So in other words, sometimes we have, that the honey-do list or the checklist that is like, as long as our entire body, because we're trying to check off all the details, pay close attention to the details. Sometimes when we pay such close attention and have such sort of exacting focus on certain things, we lose track and end up going off in a totally different direction. So maybe sometimes just take a step back and just sort of reevaluate. Am I still on the right path in terms of my goal, right? So if the goal is moving, don't get sidetracked with buying new drapes, if you know what I'm saying. I'm trying to sell my house in Kibas. Both are old and people want to lowball me. Well, here's the thing about that, right? I mean, you have to be realistic about your expectations. And so to make sure that your assessment of what your value is where it needs to be, maybe consider hiring an appraiser of some sort, or have the bank. If you still own a mortgage, at least here in Canada, they do that. I don't know about where you guys live, but you can have the bank come out and give you an appraised value for your home, and then you'll know sort of where you are. Ask a real estate agent to come in and give you a free appraisal. They do that here in Canada. You phone the real estate agent, you say, I'm considering selling my house. They come over and they walk through your house and they tell you what they think it's worth. And then you'll know whether you're in the right ballpark or not. And I'm not saying that you do this, but some people think that their house is a gold mine, and it's not, right? Oh, there you go, Marcia. I love that. All right, so Miss Donna. If there's time, can I have a card? Of course, you can have a card. Can I play a little something for you guys that I've just made? I don't even have it on here yet. Let me see if I can do this. I don't know if I can do this live or not. There we go. Please hold while the video processes. So I created this little video. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar. I know that JR knows. And Marcia probably remembers too. So I do this show on Fridays called Thanks Spirit It's Friday. And it's been on sort of hiatus over the summer. Thanks Spirit It's Friday is every time it's different, and no two times have ever been the same. We toss cards. Sometimes there's a theme, sometimes there isn't. It's a good opportunity to have fun, let your hair down. It's sort of like Friday at the Fire Pit, only it's during the daytime. It's at 3 p.m. Eastern. And what's really interesting about it is somehow it's just taken on a life of its own in terms of the chat. The chat seems to be doing its own thing. And one time we were doing the show, and they started the conga line in the chat, and everyone was dancing and doing the conga, and it kind of took off. And so we have such a good time and so much fun. It's a great way to sort of release the week. So I want to play the little video that I made, which is sort of the introduction or reminder that Thanks Spirit It's Friday is coming back. And so this is an exclusive. No one else has seen this yet. So I'm going to play it for y'all. Let me know what you think. friends. I'm so excited. I can't wait for Thanks Spirits Friday to come back. Oh, thanks, Joan. You're very kind, my friend. Good morning, by the way. So Thanks Spirit It's Friday comes back on October the 7th, 3 p.m. Eastern with Ben from Beneficial Tarot and Gerald from Tarot Stash will be my first guest. So yay. So I'm very excited. All right. Miss Donna is waiting for her card ever so patiently. Oh, thanks, Donna. I have so much fun playing around and making those videos and stuff. I sit here every morning and drink my tea and sort of do my thing, and it's a great way to sort of get myself in a good mood for the day. Love it. Oh, thanks, everybody. Appreciate it. All right. So, Miss Donna. That's very kind, JR. I love that. I feel like I'm watching. Listen, I found that video of the conga line, and I mean, literally, every time I watch it, I giggle. It's just the cutest thing ever. Yeah, I did, Marsha. I put it all together myself. Thank you. Like this morning before I came on, and the little poster that you all see before the show starts, I did that myself this morning, literally, before we came on live. Sometimes I could sit there for hours and have, be trying to make something and nothing makes sense to me. And then other times I know exactly what I want to do. So. All right, Miss Donna. What does Miss Donna need to know? You're welcome, Marsha. Marsha, I seen your comment there about how old your house is. So my house is about 120 years old. And it has three different editions on it that were put in like over different periods of time. And we have renovated the entire, there isn't, the only space in the house that is how it used to be is in a little storage closet that we have. Other than that, nothing else is the same. Everything else is different. Some walls were taken down, but very few. Most of the work we did was working within the design that we already had. But yeah, we've done an awful lot of work. So friends, we're getting a lot of the similar cards out. So Donna, we start out with the 8 of Air. So this is energy from the past. This is self-doubt. This is confusion. Now, sometimes this is about putting up, not really, it's not really a boundary. It's more like protecting yourself in a little cocoon, right? Yes, it's 3 p.m. Eastern, Anglo. In terms of trying to protect yourself, right? It's the idea of like, I want to express myself. I want to have my free will, but I'm not really sure what that means. That's kind of the energy of that card. Next to that, we have the 4 of Air. So when we moved from the 8 to the 4, I feel like there was an opportunity here where you were able to sort of shift those emotions or those thoughts. You were able to get to a contemplative state. You were able to meditate, to sort of contemplate, thoughts, feelings, and emotions, and brought yourself to a good sort of spot, if that makes sense, in terms of your mind and your body, right? And your soul, your spirit. Right now, you're sort of in the high priestess mode, right? Your intuition, your wisdom, and your patience. I feel like I don't know why, but I'm just going to go out on a limb and say this to you. I feel like you've been really pushed. Like pushed to make decisions that you didn't really want to make. I feel like you've been sort of put into felt like you were being put into a corner almost, right? Like your back out is up against the wall kind of idea. The outcome card is the Eight of Water. Okay, so if I'm going to sum up the Eight of Water, it's walking away from something that no longer serves you. But it's not just that. This is a card of searching. It's a card of empowerment. It's a card of not just walking away from something, but walking towards something new. Understanding that, you know what, this just isn't working for me anymore. It's not necessarily like a bad walking away. It's a walking away because you've decided that that's what's best, right? On the bottom of the deck, we've got the Two of Earth. So this is what you're feeling right now. Balance and prioritization. Balance and prioritization. Meaning, what does Donna need? What's going to make Donna happy? What does Donna want? What does Donna want? Good morning, Miriam. Good to see you, my friend. Hi, Teresa. Okay, so thank you for saying that, so I know that I'm on the right track. Appreciate it. Okay. You know what? I want everyone in the chat who, I don't want you to acknowledge this. I'm just saying, we all have those moments where we feel stuck, where we don't know what to do, where things feel cloudy and mucky and like, there's cement or something on the bottom of our shoes, keeping us held in a certain spot, and we're not happy about it. That's why you got this card right here, right? That inner wisdom, that knowing that we all have inside of us, our gut instincts that guide us if we allow ourselves to take a step back and see what's actually happening, hear what's actually coming through, right? Feel what's actually happening within our own selves. And I'm not trying to be dismissive of the reality of life. I'm just saying, oftentimes we know what we need to do for ourselves to make ourselves feel better, to make ourselves be able to continue to move forward. But because we get caught up in the situation or the issue, we forget that we actually know how to navigate these things. I mean, I don't know how old you are, Donna, but I'm guesstimating that you're probably, somewhere above 40. You've been on this earth a long time. You've developed amazing skills and that have gotten you to this point, right? So I'm just saying, remember that you have this in you. It's your North Star, your wisdom is like your North Star. It's your compass. And so if you can sort of find that and listen to it, it may help to bring back your balance. There you go, my friend. We've got this lovely card of rise above the dark days of life. Do not fight them, but have faith that the light will always return. That is the patience of the high priestess. That's that inner knowing, right? Understanding that no matter what happens, you're going to be fine. You're going to be okay. And again, I know, easy for Kelly to say, right? Let me pull some more cards here for you, love. So, you have 3 cards here, actually 4 cards here, that are all very nature inspired. Okay, so I'm going to suggest that you perhaps get yourself a smoky quartz. It's a very gentle, sort of soft grounding crystal. In terms of its, like hematite and labradorite, they're powerful, right? Smoky quartz is not super harsh. It's very soft, I find. If you understand what I mean. Grab a hold of that. Take yourself outside. Maybe you have a back porch or a front porch. Maybe you can sit in your backyard. Maybe you could go for a walk. Or maybe you could just look out the window, right? Sit on your balcony, whatever you can do. Allow yourself to step outside and hold on to that smoky quartz and rub it like I was showing JR with my amethyst here, right? You just rub it real gentle, right? And just allow yourself to tune in to all that's going on around you, right? The trees changing colors, you know, all the insects alive, right? The sun shining or the moon out or the stars twinkling or whatever's going around. And just allow yourself to get real quiet. You're not turning the world off. It's not really meditation. You're just getting quiet. That's all. What you're doing in that moment is that you're literally doing some sort of a contemplation recuperation. You're just allowing yourself to be. And hopefully in that time, the grounding is going to help with the balance. The being outside in nature is going to lift your vibration. The quiet is going to sort of trigger this sort of inner wisdom to possibly say something to you in that moment. Think of it like this. I lost my car keys. Oh my God, I've been looking everywhere. I've retraced my steps 15 times. I can't find them. Oh my God, I'm in a total panic. I don't know what to do. I'm going to be late. I got to get somewhere. What do? Sit down. Have a cup of tea. Chill out. Right? And then try and look for them again. And then you find them. They were exactly where you just looked 9 times, but you didn't see them because you were rushing around. It's kind of like that kind of a thing. Right? If you allow yourself to just get quiet and slow all this down, maybe this will come out and you can hear it. If that makes sense. All right. Good morning, Teresa. Wow, 3:39 a.m. in California, and you're here, and I appreciate you very much. You guys are all so kind. Please make sure you hit the thumbs up. Share with a friend. Kelly needs to get to 500. We're 50 some odd away. Yay. And no, actually, I think I'm like 48 away at this point. There you go, my friend. Intuition. Trust, insight, awareness, and guidance. You got to trust that you have that knowledge within you. Oh, you're very welcome, MJ420. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. Sweet dreams, my friend. Oh, I'm 47 away. Nice. That means someone subscribed to watch this, so that's very nice. I appreciate them. I have to tell you guys, so Donna, I hope that makes sense, love. I hope that you understand that, and I thank you for asking the question. I just want to mention real quick that, so like 2 Saturdays ago, I went on with Ron Unconditional Love, and it was the craziest thing. So I'm on with Ron, and my husband, you know, because he often works the chat, right? He's also often in there. And he writes in the chat that, you know, subscribe to me, you know, because I'm close to getting my community tab. And then Ron says it out loud, and he says in the chat that I'm like 46 away, and I'm like, I have 454 subscribers. Wow. Because I had like 440 when I started that show. So I was like, holy crap, that's great. And so I left that show feeling on top of the world, right? That I had gained that many subscribers. It was wonderful. I felt fantastic. And felt like my community tab was right within my reach. And then the next thing I know, literally within 2 hours, I was less than where I was when I started Ron's show. So I don't know if it was a YouTube thing. I have no idea. It happens all the time in YouTube. But to lose that many subscribers in an hour, and I've literally spent the last 2 weeks trying to get back to where I was when I left that show. It happens all the time, right? If you set your subscribers thing, and just as an FYI, when most of the content creators within this community anyways do that, when they set the chat for subscribers only, the reason that they do that is to keep the trolls out, right? The people that come in with the pornographic and the sexual stuff, that's why we do it. Because most of them won't subscribe to you to be able to write a nasty comment. But what happens is people will subscribe, they'll come in the chat away, get free readings, and then they'll unsubscribe and leave. And I have had someone that has been disliking every video that I've been doing. So obviously I've upset somebody. And I've also had someone that continues to subscribe, come in the chat, say what they need to say, and then they unsubscribe and leave. You know, whatever. Yeah, well, the funny thing about that, Joan, is, by the way, hi, Peter. Nice to see you, my friend. Welcome. Sitting in the woods in the dark right now, stopping by to smash the like button. Have a wonderful day, good folk. That's very kind of you, Peter. Appreciate you. I hope you have a wonderful day. Many blessings. Good morning, Warrior Girl. Nice to see you. Happy Tuesday. Yeah, it is wonky, and that's the thing. See, when you're sitting on this side, if I didn't go to other people's chats, I wouldn't know. It happened to me one time with Ron. This was like 6 or 7 or 8 months ago. I was in the living room on my phone, and Ron was on, and I was not on my dozen cats on my channel. I was on another, right? And I'm in the chat saying hi, and I can't operate my phone the way that most people do, in terms of like, I'd rather type on my keyboard to be in a chat. And so anyways, long story short, I came off of there and said I would be right back. And then he said, do I want to join him on screen? And I said, sure, send me the link. But then I came to I literally walked from the living room to this office, and I sat down, and I wasn't subscribed. So I couldn't get in his chat. So I had to subscribe and sit there for 5 minutes and wait for the 5 minutes so that I could talk to him to say, could you send me the link? So yes, I do know that happens for sure. Well, that's very kind of you, Marcia. Appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, listen, YouTube is great. I love YouTube. I got no problems. But the up and down business is kind of cray. But what I was going to mention before I went on my little tangent there was that I had said this when I was on a live, and Ron was in the chat, and so was Ivana, and it happened to Ivana and Ron on that same Saturday where we all lost subscribers. So maybe it was a YouTube thing. And what you do, though, is sometimes like you wait a couple of days to see if it's going to correct itself, right? I don't know. You lose subscribers, you gain subscribers, you lose subscribers, you gain subscribers. It's a thing, right? it's not really about the subscriptions, but when you're so close to achieving a goal, like when I was at 300, 500 seemed like, it was 3 years off in the distance, but I'm so close to getting 500. And when you get 500, you get your community tab, which allows me to communicate with people, right? That's my goal. And my channel anniversary is coming up November the 7th. So we're just a little bit a ways away. And so, that would be lovely to achieve that goal by my year anniversary. By the way, since I have you here, what do you all think I should do for my channel anniversary? Do you think I should have like a party and invite people? Do you think I should just have I was creating a little video to sort of put on the channel? Or do you think that I should give away a free reading? What do you think? I'm interested to know. Okay. I'm going to play another little video for you guys. So this is for, well, you know what? I'm going to play the same one again because it's just fun. Because I'm going to holler at my husband and wake him up. And truth be told, that's what I'm going to do. Hats. I love it, Joan. Put your pretty hats on. All right, here we go, my friends. Enjoy. Such a cute video, if I do say so myself. And I love that, Joan. I like the squiggly worm dragon things. Aren't they cute? Well, thank you everyone for the suggestions and the ideas. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I'll be honest. I started my channel on my mother's birthday. And in full disclosure, a lot has happened in the past year that makes me believe that I will be absolutely fine, but you never know. And when it comes to this channel, I am, it's very emotional to me. And so I guess really I'm trying to navigate that road, right? I don't want to show up and be like all mushy gushy and emotional and crying and the whole bit, which is perfectly possible. And so that's why I'm asking what I should do. It won't be on November 7th because that's a Monday, so it'll probably be, either the Friday before or the Friday after that. Oh, you're so cute, Teresa. Wait for me on the conga line. Listen, the reason that the conga line is in there, just as an FYI, is like I said earlier, and I don't know if you were in here, Teresa, but so Thanks Spirit It's Friday is a show that I do on Fridays at 3 p.m. Eastern, where I have different guests, and every time is different. No 2 Fridays are the same. it's just a great time. Lots of people, having fun. We're laughing, and we're doing readings, different kinds of readings. Like I said, it's never the same twice. And one time they just started doing the conga in the chat, and it's kind of become a thing that about halfway through, someone puts the icons in there that they're dancing, and then the conga line starts, and off we go. So I found that video and I stuck it in there. And honestly, it makes me giggle every single time I watch it. So there you have it. Does anyone else want a card this morning? Yeah, it's the funniest little story. I don't know Angla, to be honest. It's just one of those weird things, right? It's happened to me a few times. It hasn't happened to me a lot. Good morning, Kristen. How are you, my dear? You got it, warrior girl. I'm going to have to mute myself, though, and holler at my husband, okay? Sorry, guys. Bear with me here one sec. Oh, right. Absolutely. Sorry, Cosmic Blue. Apologize. I'm doing well, and glad to hear that you're doing well too, Kristen. Thank you for asking. Hopefully, I haven't forgotten anybody. Okay. No, my husband's not well. Like, he's really, really sick. He's got a really, really nasty cold. And yesterday he went to work and he came home, and he never does that. Like, it's been years since he's ever taken a day off work. And so it's getting late. He's not up. The alarms aren't going off. And if he's not going in, he has to call, and it's not really, he's responding, but he's not responding. So there you have it. That's what's going on. So I'm literally like hollering at him going, can you get up, please? Bye, Kristen. Have a great day, love. Oh, thank you, Joan. You're very kind. I hope he recovers too. It's a nasty head cold. It's not COVID. He's tested 3 times and they've all come back negative. So, he's down for the count. That's for sure. It's the first time, because we've been so careful and so cautious, right? All of us. It's the first time he's had a cold in like 2.5 years, and it's a doozy. It's like he got 2.5 years worth of a cold in one, which there's a lot of people that are getting sick right now. So, all right. So Cosmic Blue wants a card. One more holler. Sorry, friends. Yeah, no, it's not the flu, Joan. Well, here's why it was rotten, because our anniversary was on Sunday, so, and then I had Monday off, so that was the unfortunate part, right? So I was back here in the germ-free zone. You got two cards, Cosmic Blue, that literally flew out of the deck. So you've got the the King of Swords. And you've got the Four of Wands. Celebration, my friends. Celebration. Got Strength on the bottom of the deck. So if you want, do it, do it, do it. That's what I say. I mean, hey, if Janet Jackson can do it, why can't we all, right? If Janet Jackson... Hi, Steve. How are you, love? Happy Tuesday, my friends. Happy Tuesday. Thank you for popping in and saying hi. Hopefully you're doing well. I appreciate you, my friend. Good to see you. So this card literally just, I was shuffling. This is my new deck here. This is called the, what is this called? The Sea Soul Journey. And this is alive. May you delight in vitality. Oh, thanks, Miriam. Appreciate you, my friend. Have a great day. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Hope you have a wonderful day. Blessings. All right. Anybody else want a card? Have anything that you want to share? Otherwise, I'm going to, I guess I'll call it a day, because we've already been on here for an hour and a half. That's crazy to me. So what's coming up for you guys? What do you need to know? Well, I'll play another video and you can see. I'm all about the videos today, friends. And I'm back. So that's what's coming up this week. Literally stuff happening every single day, which is so exciting. You know what, Warrior Girl? I love that idea. And that's a really good idea. And let's do your card now. Hi, Johnny. Good morning, my friend. Happy Tuesday to you. All right, let's stick this up on the screen here. All right. So, Warrior Girl, do you want like a reading or do you just a general? You know, I have so my last fire pit, I've been doing Fridays at the fire pit on Fridays, every second or third Friday throughout the summertime. And this weekend is the last fire pit. It's supposed to be about 7 degrees, so it's going to be really cold, but I don't care. I am going to do it. And I was actually trying to figure out, should I invite a guest? Should I invite people out of the chat? I wasn't really sure what to do. And so I think that that's something that I've been tossing around. So I think that's a great idea. You just want a card? Well, how about I give you a couple? How about you do this? I have 13 decks on the table here. So give me 3 numbers between 1 and 13. And I'll pull from those decks. How about that? Yeah, I don't really do one card. It's not really, it's like, it's really, really, really unoften that you would ever see me. It's a rare occasion if I'm just like, yep, there's your card. That's not really. 3, 5, and 8. Gotcha. All right. 3. So yes, today at 2 p.m. Eastern, for anyone who cares to join in, I will be on with Nancy Jean from Nancy Jean's Garden. She is talking about feng shui, specifically the Gold Mountain, which I know nothing about, so it's going to be a learning curve for me. So I look forward to that. Tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern, as you saw on the little video there. For Achieving Wellness, we're talking about negative thinking. So I hope you can all join in for that. And on Thursday, we have Ivana Intuitive learning for what's coming up for the month of October. That's at 7 p.m. Friday is Friday at the Fire Pit. Saturday is the Vibe Tribe, which we're very excited about that. And on Sunday, we have Lady Soul joining us. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we start all over again, friends. Oh, do you? That's cool, Warrior Girl. I'm in Ontario. I'm about 2.5, 3 hours north of Barrie, or north of Toronto. In what they call cottage country. Okay, so here's something super interesting, Warrior Girl. I really like it when we do that with the cards. I do that sometimes. All of your cards are the same colors, which I just think is super interesting. So the first card that we have is Last Quarter Moon in Capricorn, which this is just a gorgeous picture, right? Leave the past behind. Seems to be a bit of a theme today. Okay. The second card is, look at how pretty that is. Enter the temple of your truth and learn to value it. which ties directly to the first card, right? Now, I don't know your circumstances or your situation, but what I'm feeling off of these two cards is either trying to release something that's happened, trying to deal with something that's happened, but not actually dealing with it by ignoring it, by pushing it down and pushing it away, right? Like if I don't acknowledge it, it didn't really happen. Do you know what I mean? It's not inside my box, which is why this card of standing in your truth. So learn to value it, right? If certain lessons and certain things, certain situations don't happen to us, that's how we learn. That's how we gain wisdom. That's how we go from one thing to another, right? Everything is a lesson. And sometimes it's important, as hard as it can be, it's important to acknowledge those things that have happened, even though they may not be so pleasant. Because two things can come out of that. Number one, bye, Sunflower. Blessings to you, my friend. Thank you for being here. I hope you sleep well, sweet dreams. Because number one, you can see your growth, from one situation to another. And you can also stand there in that sort of contemplative mindset and understand, the importance of your path that you've traveled thus far. Does that make sense? The last card that I got was Rainbow Waterfall, which is miracles. So, in other words, if you're able to put the past behind you, release it. Just leave it where it's supposed to be left. This is what my life has been to this point, and I accept it because it is my journey. That literally is going to be a massive release and a massive lift in your vibration, your overall happiness. That's going to bring peace into your heart. And that, my friend, is a miracle. So I hope that makes sense. And isn't that interesting? Look at all three of those cards with those lovely greens on them. Isn't that pretty? Interesting, isn't it? I find it interesting. All right, just to keep this party moving, here's another video. This is for the Vibe Tribe, which is coming up on Saturday. Sorry, friends. So what'd you think of that little video? So that's the Vibe Tribe. There's 9 of us in total, and we will be here at Dozen Cats on Saturday, October the 1st at 11 a.m. Eastern. And we are all working together collectively to sort of help try to lift the vibration. And so you will see the hashtag Raising the Vibe Tribe, and that's for us. And, we'll see if it resonates with people. And if it does, then we will sort of take the show on the road, shall we call it, and sort of go from channel to channel. And so the first video that I created, everyone in the Vibe Tribe released it all at the same time. So that was really cool. So we sort of got the word out there. We're really excited. It's lovely to have a group of people to work with. And we're all hard workers, and, we all have different things that we bring to the collective table to lift the vibration. So I'm really excited about it. Yay. All right. So I'll just sit here and play videos for you. You can all see what I've done over the last couple of days. What else? So you've seen the Vibe Tribe. You've seen the conga line. And you've seen the commercials. So you've seen everything. There's no other videos to see. Thank you, Joan. I appreciate you. Here's the thing, there are so many people on YouTube, and there's so many tarot readers on YouTube, and, there's only so many times in a day, and there's only so many hours that people can spend on YouTube. And so it gives us a great opportunity to sort of work together, and you only have to go to one place instead of 9. So, and everyone in the group is lovely. So, all right, Joan, have a great day, my friend. Good morning, Libra lady. Happy Tuesday, my friend. Happy Tuesday. Hugs right back to you, Joan. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. If anyone wants a card, let me know. One hour and 48 minutes. I love that, Cosmic Blue. I absolutely love that. It's most definitely something that I need to embrace myself. I need to, he's not feeling great. I can hear him talking on the phone to his coworker. So probably telling him that, he's going to stay at home, which is so unlike him. I can, of course, do a collective card. I'm listening. Sorry. I didn't fall asleep. Your internet didn't freeze because Kelly stopped moving. Yeah, I can do a collective card. I don't normally do a collective card. I just sort of, whenever the mood strikes me. And Cosmic Blue, listen, don't. It seems like a very unkind statement to say to yourself, right? I love it. My first wake and bake. Oh, really? Yeah, my husband's. And listen. Well, we don't need to share that story, but I'm just saying he's a really hard worker, and I appreciate that. What was I going to say? Yeah. I mean, hey, it is what it is, right? I don't usually come live in the mornings. I'm usually like at night. That's when I came on, was at night, and people seem to like me at night, so that's when I come on. But I'm up early in the morning, so why the heck not, right? But there's other people that start to come on, 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning, or whatever. So if I was to come on at 6, it would be difficult because that's when my husband's waking up, the alarm's going off, and things like that. So I wouldn't typically do that, but I was already on, so normally I'd be off by this point. I'm sorry that your husband pulled his back, Cosmic Blue. By the way, we send him our best wishes to feel better soon. Having a back that goes out is, something that is so difficult and so challenging to work with. I suffer from that as well. Like literally, I can sneeze and won't be able to walk for a week. I was in, so I hurt my back like 30 some odd years ago. I used to work in a group home. That's what I'm educated to do, is to work with developmentally challenged individuals. And I was working in a group home that was a high medical needs house, in addition to working with the other disabilities in the house. And so nobody there spoke. Like, everyone was nonverbal. Nobody was mobile. And there was a lot of lifting and a lot of transferring. And it was my own fault. I knew better. I was in a rush and I just turned the wrong way, and whoops. And ever since, it's been a problem. Then in 2008, I was in a really bad car accident. And I hurt my neck and my back, different part of my back. And so now literally all I have to do is like sneeze or just turn the wrong way, bend over, stand up. It's happened. And my back is out. But the good part is that I know what I need to do to get it back to working condition. So sometimes it's just time and being patient, right? So I can sympathize, because it's one of those things where if you don't realize something until it happens to you, you know what I mean? It's like, I've been talking about my thumb was hurting, which is so strange. And it's like, you don't recognize how much you use your thumb until it hurts. You know what I mean? And then it's like, oh my God, what is going on with my thumb? So I feel like your back is that kind of a thing as well. Because obviously, right, there's no way to sit that's comfortable. You can't walk, you can't stand up. It's a lot. Hi, Pooja. Good to see you. Good morning, my friend. I broke my tailbone at 20 years old now, so have sciatica. That is beautiful that you work there. My son will need a home like that one day. Sorry. Yeah. That's what I was educated to do. And then I just sort of got sidetracked. I did that. I used to be a supply teacher for the TMH units here in the city that I lived in the public school system. And then I also worked for the Parks and Rec department. I also worked for the Community Social Services department. So I would go into people's houses and work with their children based on, a doctor or an occupational therapist's findings, or a behavioral therapist. And I was newly married. I was working every night, every weekend, and I ended up getting a job working in an office. So I worked Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. which was so hard for me to switch to. And then I ended up doing that for almost 30 years. But yeah. Of course, Pooja, I'm happy to give you a reading. Do you want just a general reading, or do you have something specific that you're looking for an answer for? But yeah, exercise is the key for me, Cosmic Blue. I don't know about you, but if I keep moving, and do the exercises that I have for my back and my neck, then I'm fine. And the minute that I don't, and then I just, sit there and shake my head at myself and say, like, I know better. All right, pop your question in there, love, and I'm happy to read for you. If anyone else wants a question, let me know. Pop your question in the chat. We'll get you sorted, hopefully. Yeah. Well, the thing is, as you get older, things start to, slide and sag and all the rest of it. And we're not as active as we once were. And things get tighter. And so it's even more important as we get older to keep those, things limbered up as much as possible. I'm just shuffling my cards here, Pooja. Whenever you're ready, type your question in the chat there. And, oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, it does, my friend. All right, so I wanted to know about the connection with my person, the man. We are separated right now, but will we get back together? So right away I open up the deck and like 5 cards flew out, but I don't know if those are for you. So I'm going to put them down on the table. I'll keep shuffling and we'll see, okay? All right. I feel like there's an issue of control here. I feel like he wants to be in control of the relationship, or is trying to control the relationship. And I feel like you are also a very capable, independent type of person. And I'm not sure if that's what's causing a bit of a problem. But I feel like there's a little bit of like locking horns in terms of fighting for your spot. Like you're not working together, you're sort of working against each other, right? I'll show you the cards in a sec. I'm pulling some more cards here. Libra Lady says, I walked 2.5 miles yesterday with my neighbor, going to walk today, weather permitting. Yeah. Good job. That's awesome. All right, Pooja, so this is what I start out with. We have the 7 of Fire, right? This is being challenged. Again, this speaks to that sort of conflict that I was picking up on, right? So, feeling challenged, but you're determined to stand your ground, right? It's like someone tells you, I don't like what you're wearing. I don't like what you're doing. I don't like the way that you talk. I don't like your hair. You should change your, you should change your attitude. And you're like, thank you for sharing your opinion with me, but I kind of like myself as I am. And so you feel challenged, right? And you're resistant to the way that information is coming at you. You're kind of, I'm not sure if you feel taken aback by it, but you sort of get your back up, which isn't necessarily strange. The next card we have is the Knight of Fire. This is someone who is going after their dreams, someone who's going after what they want. They're like on a path and they're full steam ahead, right? Those are the energies that are coming in from the past. So now we've got the Emperor. So this is what I was referring to control. I feel like this is Naaman. Is it Naaman or Naaman? That is trying to exercise his control over you, over your relationship, over what you're going to do or how he wants it to be, that type of thing. Next to that, I have the Queen of Earth. So I'm not sure if you're an Earth sign or not, but I believe that this represents you, right? This is someone who is the natural born healer, well-liked in the community, someone who's a great multitasker, someone who is well thought of. So someone who's very capable, someone who's very independent, someone who's very practical. And so those two energies would often sort of a tug of war for who's going to be in control or who's going to be in power instead of working together, right? We've got the 3 of Fire. That's your challenge. So the challenge is your vision and your goal. You know what you want, but you're not sure how to make it happen. And I just want to say to you that, like, you can't force someone, right? They have to want it too, if that makes sense. So then we have the 2 of Earth. This is all about balance. It's the balance, and I don't believe that this is necessarily balance in your life. I think this is balance between the two people, right? This is about balance. I mean, it's a compromise. It's a partnership. When you're together with a person, it's a partnership. It is a compromise. One highlights the other one's strengths, and the other one lifts up and supports the other one's weaknesses, and you work together hand in hand, right? Instead of against each other. And I feel like there was a little bit of against each other instead of working together. And the last card that I got is the Ace of Water. This is emotions. This is relationships. And this is your intuition. This is all about trying to feel the love and not allowing it to dictate to you what to do. Like, in other words, you want the love in this relationship the way that you need it to be for you, and there's nothing wrong with that, but you can't get it, and it's making you a little sad, a little overwhelmed. On the bottom of the deck again, right? Loving, giving, also a bit psychic. So I don't know if you're seeing synchronicities or if you have visions or anything like that, but I feel very strongly that I feel very strongly that you are giving up. I feel like you're possibly giving something up just to get this relationship back, and I don't think that that's the way to do it for you. Good morning, Geek. I'm not sure if that makes sense or not, but I'm going to pull some more cards here. Okay. I did get these two cards. Well, a few cards I got. This is from my own deck. Okay, so relax. You need to relax. Stop trying so hard. Stop getting in your own way. We have therapy. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean therapist. It's, therapy is like talking to someone. It's getting help. It's getting assistance. It's being heard. It's being listened to. It's having someone to talk to who understands things from your way, right? From your mindset, from your on your terms, right? It's really about support. We have meditation, which is being still, slowing down your mind, clearing your mind. And I think that's where I'm trying to go with this. I think that if you step outside of how you feel and allow yourself to just get in touch with those feelings, and then ask yourself if they align with your goals and your visions. Do your feelings about your relationship match what you want for your life? And if they match, then great. If they don't, then maybe some work needs to be done. And I think that the point is that some work needs to be done on your part as well as on their part, but you mostly, for you to be able to figure out what exactly it is that you need and what you want, because they're very different things. I'm not sure if that makes sense or not. You let me know. I'm going to pull one more card here for you. I see that you care very deeply, but I also feel like you feel quite challenged. And the only thing that I'm getting here is to step outside, do a little quiet thinking, and like step outside of yourself, do a little quiet thinking, and try to recognize what it is that you really want. And is this really working for you? Sometimes we just miss something because it isn't there. You know what I mean? Yeah. So this is from the base chakra. So the root, right? We have possessions, which is belongings, finances, assets, and treasures. Okay. And I feel like it's almost like a possessiveness in terms of that person completes me. Without that person in my life, I don't feel whole. I don't feel 100%. I don't feel myself. A relationship with anyone, romantic or otherwise, only lifts you up further. It does not complete you. You are the same. You know what I mean? It does make sense. Okay, sometimes I feel drained, but I keep putting energy into this. Exactly. So I want you to think about this. I'm not going to repeat it's a quote, and I'm not saying it verbatim, but there was a quote that Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, Prince Harry's wife, said many, many years ago. And it goes something like this. Imagine how good we would all feel if we treated treated ourselves like we treat our best friends. And so the point of that is, for all of the energy that you're putting into the relationship, shift that and put it on you. Put it on you. Treat yourself as well as you're treating that other person. Because if you are feeling better, if you are feeling good, if you're feeling more positive, then you are able to love another more easily, right? Because you're a happy, buoyant, loving, high vibrational type of personality. Here's the thing. Self-love and self-care are very different. They work hand in hand. They work together, but they're very different. Self-love is the feeling, is the emotion. Self-care is the action. So if you feel, oh, you did, yeah, that's Charlotte's back there, I think. Is that Charlotte? No, that's Austin. Sorry, wrong cat. So if you are feeling low, or you're feeling less than, or you're, like if you do a lot of negative self-talk, I'm fat, I'm ugly, I'm whatever. If you do that, then you need to lift your spirits up. If you are feeling, like I'm so stupid, why do I keep making these mistakes? If you're doing that kind of thing, that's negative self-talk. Any of those kinds of things that you're doing to yourself to sabotage yourself, to stop yourself from progressing, stopping yourself from thinking in a positive, upbeat, sort of motivational way, that is when self-care is needed, as well as self-love, right? Self-care is, buying yourself a bouquet of flowers once a month just to pick up your mood, right? Changing the fabrics around in your living room, putting out new pillows or something like that, just to brighten your day. So there is a difference. Yeah. Good point there, Warrior Girl. And I love that, Geek. Yeah, that's his name, Austin. So we have Austin, Charlotte, and Quincy. And our other baby was Virginia, if you sense a theme with the names. Places. I hope that helps a bit, Pooja. Just know that you're loved and that you're not alone, right? This community is always here. And, I really want you to try to get where I'm coming from, right? Everybody knows my story. I was married before. And I thought, my life was going to be a certain way, and, 2 kids and, white picket fence and my little house, you know what I mean? Like, that was my life. I had my vision, and it was anything but that. It was so far from that. And walking away was the hardest thing I ever did, because I felt ashamed. I felt bad. I felt like I disappointed people. I let people down. I was a failure. But my little gut instinct was like, you got to go. You got to get out. You're so much better than this. You deserve better than this. Don't let this moment define you. And it was the best thing I ever did, because I've just Sunday, it's Tuesday now. I've just celebrated my 18th wedding anniversary with a man that treats me literally like I'm made out of pure gold. And so there is always light at the end of the tunnel. Sometimes we just have to stand in our power and recognize that we too have value, right? We're not here to live someone else's life. We're here to live our own. So I wish you the best of luck, my friend. You're very welcome, Pooja. I'm so glad that you popped in this morning. It's nice to see you again. All right. So have I answered everyone's questions? I'm not sure if I missed anybody. Hope everybody, I got them. Was there just a second voice that spoke while Kelly was talking? Yeah, that's my, a female voice. That's my cat, Charlotte. She doesn't speak. She screams. Yeah, that's Charlotte. Hi, Craig. Good morning, my friend. And Quincy, yes, what was Quincy? Quincy from the Quincy Emmy TV series or historical figure. Just Quincy, the place. Quincy, Australia. All the animals are named after places. Yeah, Charlotte just screeches. So right now she's in there with Daddy yelling at him, like, you're not allowed to go to work. It's time to cuddle, or something. That's how she communicates. Right, Austin? Austin? What are you doing, buddy? Want to come say hi? No? He's like, no, there's birds out here, Mom, and chipmunks, and leaves are falling. I'd rather stare at the window. Yeah, it was either my husband coughing and sneezing, or which doesn't sound any kind of female that I ever. I mean, he sounds awful, or the kitty cat, because she was screaming at him. Is she still in there with you? No, Charlotte. Your name's not Charlotte. Your name's Austin. You crazy cat. Come on up here. Come see mommy. Austin, come on. Hey. Oh, here comes Quincy. I got all of them here now. Come on. Someone come visit. Who wants to visit? Quincy's coming. Hi, Quince. So this is Quincy. Say hi to everybody. Say good morning. Good morning. This is how mommy makes me look up so everyone can see how cute I am. Hi. And there's Austin. So Quincy is almost 3. Hi, bud. How's my big boy this morning? Come here. Oh. And then this is Austin. Oh. There you go. Austin doesn't often come and visit on the desk. He's such a good boy. Why don't you show everyone how handsome you are? Here. Come here. Austin, come on. Oh, great. Now that I've got all the cats on the table. Woohoo. So this is Austin. Look over here. Look in front of the camera. You go. Get your bum off. Good boy. There you go. Yes. Say hi, everybody. My name is Austin. Come on. Look. Really? Yes, I know, darling. I love you too. Do you want to play or no? You're not in the mood? He's like, Mom, I just ate. I just had my breakfast, Mom. I just had my breakfast. I don't know where Charlotte's at. But he will communicate. I don't know if he'll do it now because, you know, he's on camera. So I love you. I love you. Do you love mommy? Hello? Usually if I say I love you, he gives me a headbutt. I love you. Do you love mommy? And the cats are off. They're chasing each other. They're such a joy. May I just share? They're just such a joy. Austin likes to play with potatoes. So last week I found some potatoes that we had purchased from the farmer's market that were in, you know, one of those little baskets that were on the counter. They were all over the kitchen counter when I woke up to go make my tea. And then when I was out in the living room waiting for the kettle to boil, saying good morning to the cats, they were playing with about 4 or 5 that I had now noticed around the living room and up the hallway. So that was lovely. And Quincy, he likes to chew paper. So this board that you all see right here with the butterfly on it, this is like my little positivity bulletin board type of thing. And I have all these mantras, or had all these mantras and little sayings and quotes up there. And Quincy ate them all. So he's super positive. He's even taken a $10 bill out to the living room to chew that up. But we were, luckily we caught that. So. Craziness, my friends, truly. Charlotte will eat literally anything that she sees. Like a fluff on the floor. Yeah, she wants to eat it. I don't know what that's all about, but anyhow. Actually, I don't want to pull one of those. All right. I'm going to pull a card for the collective. Now, Austin is 9 years old. Getting ready to turn 9. And Quincy and Charlotte are almost 3. They're like 2.5. They're brother. Quincy and Charlotte are brother and sister. Like biological brother and sister. We got them all from the local shelter. All right. So I pulled from the Guardian Angel cards, and we have a prayer. So this is for the collective. Dear Guardian Angel, help me to be flexible in my attitudes and beliefs. Help me not to fear the transient nature of life. Help me to remember the eternal light, which emanates from my soul, and the eternal light which emanates from the heart of every living thing. Help me to remember that I am eternally guided and loved by God and all creation. That's beautiful. Yeah, there you go, geek. There's a great idea, by the way. I mean, they're just, you know, last week, my husband sent me a video. He was out in the living room, and Quincy has this thing that he does where he sticks his paw in your beverage. And then I don't know if he's washing his feet or if he's trying to get the beverage and he doesn't know how to stick his head in it. Whatever. He does. We have a water fountain for the cats, and he's in there all the time. Which is why we got the water fountain, because the water was getting dirty so quick. He literally sticks his paw and gets it wet and then licks off of it. So whatever. But anyways, my husband sent me a video. He was out there sticking his paw in his coffee a couple of days ago. You know, I've come here and made myself like, you know, a drink of whatever it is. And he's right in there like a dirty shirt with his paw. What would we do without them though, right? They do bring us a lot of joy, but they are funny little characters. Funny characters. So my friends, 2 hours and 20 about to be 26 minutes. Let's leave on a high note by playing our little videos for everybody. So the first video is this is Raising the Vibe Tribe. So this is Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern. Here's the So that's Raising the Vibe Tribe. Don't forget, this Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern, all of the Vibe Tribe will be here at Dozen Cats. And now this next video is for Think Spirit It's Friday, which is returning on October the 7th. And I haven't shown this to anyone except for here this morning. So watch this and enjoy it, and I'll be right back to you. What you guys think of that? Isn't that fun? So Think Spirit It's Friday comes back October the 7th at 3 p.m. Eastern with Ben from Beneficial Tarot and Gerald from Tarot Stash. It's always a good time, and I look forward to the return of Think Spirit It's Friday because we have so much fun. It's a great opportunity to let your hair down, just enjoy yourself, and the conga line that you see in the video literally happens in the chat. So there you go. So that's what's coming up. So today at 2 p.m. Eastern, I'll be on with Nancy Jean at Nancy Jean's Garden talking about the Gold Mountain, which is feng shui, which I know nothing about. So it'll be a learning curve for me. Tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern, back here at Dozen Cats, we're talking about negative thinking for achieving wellness. Thursday, Ivana's here doing what's coming up in October. That's at 7 p.m. Eastern. All of these notifications are up on the channel, so you can go check those out if you want. And then Friday is our last fire pit date for the season. So Friday at the fire pit. And then, of course, Saturday is Raising the Vibe Tribe. Sunday is Lady Sol. So hope everyone has a fantastic day. Thanks, everyone, for joining me this morning. This has been so much fun. Please do give us a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe. Trying to get to 500 to get my community tab before I reach my 1-year anniversary for the channel, which is coming up in November. So I appreciate all of you. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I send you many, many blessings. And don't forget, if you'd like to book a private reading, All the details are in the description box below the video. All you need to do is email me with reading request in the subject line, and we'll get you scheduled up. And it's done by donation, so whatever you can afford. So with that being said, have a wonderful day, everybody. Mwah! Blessings. Bye.